Welcome back to the Casual Game Hobbyist. We're here for the regular season finale in our college football 26 Dynasty following Coach Nathan Moore, currently the offensive coordinator at Nebraska. And today we have the Heroes game. The Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes at home. Again, this is the 12th and final game in Nebraska's regular season as we see the Cornhuskers run out of the tunnel here. Big game, nighttime game. Nebraska comes in 11-0, third in the college football playoff standings, but Iowa hopes to play spoiler tonight. We're pumped up. This is going to be a good game. This is a big game, and before we get to the game, let's review how we got here, how we got to this 12th and final game in Nebraska's regular season. We had a big win, big come-from-behind win last week at Penn State, winning 31-28. As we take a look at the recruiting rankings, we again dropped a couple spots, but we are still hanging on to that top 10 recruiting ranking. So that's fine. All is not lost. We're good with the future at Nebraska. And another look at our coaching hot seats. Still the big names out there: Alabama, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Florida potentially firing their coaches after this year. And as mentioned, Nebraska is number 3 in the college football playoff rankings, jumping up one spot after the win against Penn State. Here's a look at that college football playoff bracket. In the 3 spot, we would get a bye and take on either Baylor or Texas Tech, but the bracket is, of course, subject to change over the next couple of weeks. In the Big Ten, we are assured a spot in the Big Ten championship, all good there. And our halfback, Emmett Johnson, has climbed his way back into Heisman Trophy contention, so that's good to see. Well, he's having a great year, and we're happy he's in contention for the premier trophy in college football. Let's take a look at the schedule. Iowa this week, and then a bye before the conference championship. And Iowa's offense, just like in real life, not doing so great. Near the bottom of the Big Ten. Defensively, though, they're doing pretty well. They're towards in the top half of the Big Ten defensively. So gonna be a game that we have here tonight as we get back to the games, we get back to the teams running out. The Heroes game, as they call it, is a Big Ten Conference clash. Iowa Hawkeyes at the Nebraska Cornhuskers. A lot riding on this game, looking for an undefeated regular season. And our offense is going to take over at the 25 with about 3 minutes gone in the game, and Iowa up 3. Raiola passes over the middle to Heisman Trophy contender Emmett Johnson, picks up 27 yards and a first down. Big first play of the game offensively for Nebraska. Makes 1st and 10 on the opponent's side of the 50. Handoff to Lindenmeyer up the middle. He picks up 5 before being taken down. We have a big advantage up front in the trenches in this game. A 46-pound advantage, our offensive line versus the defensive line. So we're going to look to really push them around and run up the middle a ton in this game. Take the air out of the ball and just run it. Raiola fakes the give up the middle. Rolls out to the right pitches. Not much there. We have a couple 4-stars visiting this week. Put on a good show for them. Hopefully pick up a commitment from at least one of them after this game. But 3rd and 6, play action pass. Took too long to decide what he wanted to do with that ball, so incomplete pass to Raiola. 4th and 6, we're going to go for it here. And Dillon drops back. Season opening, takes it, runs for the first down, about a 24-yard gain, It's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So Nebraska gets into the red zone. Solid 8-yard, 9-yard run from Emmett Johnson. Brings up 2nd and about 1.5. From the 12, the give to Quentin Ives. Gets nothing, loses half a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Nebraska out in the Maryland I. Raiola rolls out, just flips it over the middle for a short 2-yard pass to the backup fullback. Gets the job done, gets the first down. It's going to be first and goal just inside the 10. They gave to our tight end turn fullback, Luke Lindenmeyer, picks up 8. We are knocking on the door of the end zone. Give it to Lindenmeyer again. Let him finish off the drive. Get that touchdown. Touchdown Nebraska. That's going to make it 6-3. And after the extra point, it's going to be 7-3 Nebraska. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Luke Lindenmeyer, 2-yard gain up the middle for a touchdown. And we're still at 7-3 when our offense takes back over. Motion out to the right. Give the ball to Emmett Johnson, who runs left and is stuffed there for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Gorilla drops back, flips it out to Lindenmeyer, who's wide open in the flat. Ooh, nifty move there from the big guy. Jukes out a defender. And then with that, he's able to pick up the extra couple yards to get the first down. This will be 1st and 10 from the 49. A fake to Johnson to the right. Barella runs left, pitches it to Quentin Ives. Up the left side, picks up 10 yards and first down. That is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score: Nebraska 7, Iowa 3. Close game, except in time of possession, where we're dominating about 63% at the time of possession. So the second quarter will start with the 1st and 10. Triple option, flip out to Quentin Ives to the right, picks up 3 yards. And the wishbone, give to Lindenmeyer up the middle. Again, we're going to try to take advantage of that 46-pound advantage that our line has against the defensive line. Picks up 3 yards there. Emmett Johnson up the middle. Good run. Gets it to the 24-yard line. Really hoping Emmett Johnson has another big game, a strong game here today, and stays in that Heisman Trophy contention. Look at the college football playoff bracket, sitting in that 3 spot. And we play in the Rose Bowl after a bye in the first round. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe that will stay true. But anyway, yeah, hoping Emmett Johnson has a strong game today, stays in that Heisman Trophy contention, gets a trip up to New York, and gets to participate in all those festivities. But before he can get to that, he's got to have a good game here. 2nd and 9. Barella play action, rolls out to the right, gets it out to Luke Lindenmeyer on the right side. Picks up 6 or 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 2 from the 7. They give to Johnson up the middle, and he is stopped just short of the goal line. Stopped at about the half-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from that position. Give to Johnson again. Touchdown, Nebraska touchdown, Emmett Johnson. Half-yard run, up the middle, makes it 13-3, and after the extra point, it's going to be 14-3 Nebraska. And still 14-3 when our offense takes over with 3:52 left in the second. Comeback route to Dane Key on the left side. Good route, good pass, good catch. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Motion to the right, order motion back out to the left. Barella fakes it. Tries to get it to Dane Key again. Hit as he throws. Incomplete pass, makes it 2nd and 10. Speed option out to the right. Emmett Johnson tries to get the corner. Almost picks up 10 for the first down. It's about 9.5. So on 3rd and inches. I think we know what's coming here. I think we're just going to give it to Emmett Johnson again up the middle to pick up half a yard and the first down. And he does. Picks up 2. So 1st and 10 as the clock ticks towards the 2-minute timeout. Oh, not a good pass. Barella did not see the defender in zone there. Interception, pick 6, touchdown, Iowa Hawkeyes. And that Hawkeye mascot he's pumped up. He's excited. The crowd got pretty quiet after that one. And we see him roll out, just not a advisable pass there. The defender takes about 30 yards back to the end zone for that pick 6. So it's going to be Nebraska 14, Iowa 10. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first half. We're going to try to put some points on the board here. Raiola takes the ball, does it himself. Run up the middle. Big game. That takes us to the 2-minute timeout. We first down Nebraska from their own 43. 2 minutes to go, 3 timeouts, plenty of time to get a score here. Speed option to the left. Defender takes the pitch man. Riola keeps it. Gains 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 4. A fake to Emmett Johnson. Incomplete pass. Almost was picked off. He had Danke wide open up the middle. Just missed him. Did not see him. So with that, it'll be 3rd and 4. Emmett Johnson picks up 3, so it'll be 4th and 1. Iowa takes a timeout, but that's silly on them to think that we're not going to go for it on 4th and inches. Lindenmeyer up the middle. There's nobody home for the defense. Huge gain. That is a 20, a 19, I think, 18-yard gain for Lindenmeyer up the middle on the fullback give. So 1st and 10 from the 29. Just give it to him again. Just keep running the ball up the middle until they stop it. Lindenmeyer, another big gain, 10 yards, 1st down. Play action to Lindenmeyer. Riola flips it out to the left, but too close to the sideline. Emmett Johnson can do anything with the ball. All he can do is catch it and step out of bounds. Lost a yard. So on 2nd and 11, Riola rolls out. Oh my goodness, he is not seeing the defense well at all today. Another incomplete pass, another almost interception. Luckily, 3rd and 11, double play action. Doesn't work out when the defense blitzes, so that's going to bring up a field goal try. Field goal attempt. Kicker gets it through, makes it 17-10, a 7-point lead now for Nebraska with 1 minute, 1 second left in the first half. And so that is the score as we go into halftime. Coming out of halftime, Nebraska offense will take the ball. Riola on the option, keeps himself, gets a 1st down and a little bit more. So on 1st and 10 in the flex bone east, just give the ball to Emmett Johnson, who is 50 yards on 11 attempts today. We're going to try to feed him the ball a lot more here in the second half. He's got 50 yards on 11 attempts and a touchdown, and this is how we're going to feed him. Get him out into space. Nice pitch out to the left side, gets Johnson into space, picks up the 1st down and more. So big run from Emmett, as I was saying. He had 11 carries, 50 yards, a touchdown. He's got some more after that. We're going to try to get him over 100 yards and another touchdown at least here. There's a flip on the speed option. Not a great pitch. Not much the back could do with it. No gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Fake the jet sweep. Riola keeps himself up the middle, picks up 4. Gets it to the 24. Riola drops back, finds the tight end wide open on a little out route. 1st down to the 5. And here's Nebraska with a 7-point lead, again knocking on the door to the end zone. 1 yard gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. Nebraska comes out an I for him. Run up the middle, and Johnson gets tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. His 2nd touchdown of the game. Did say we were going to feed him a lot more in the second half, and so far he has delivered. It's going to make it 24-10, a 2-touchdown lead for Nebraska halfway through the 3rd here. And when we get the ball back, only a couple minutes came off the clock. So it's still 24-10 in the 3rd. Lindenmeyer up the middle for 3. Trying to run the halfback screen there. Couldn't connect. So stops the clock, brings up 3rd and 7. Riola making some changes at the line. Just gets it out to his halfback, who outruns the linebacker for 12 yards and a 1st down. Motion to the right, gives up the middle to Lindenmeyer, who picks up 1 yard. So Nebraska still trying to wear down that Iowa defensive line, still trying to run up the middle and take advantage of their size advantage. And another interceptable ball, and is picked off, is intercepted. Riola just floats it out there in a triple coverage. I think he was trying to throw the streak there and just underthrew the ball. Safety comes over, makes the interception. Iowa's going to take over at their own 35. As the free safety comes over to make that interception his first of the game. Just jumped in front of the receiver there. Just not a good pass. Iowa scores off that turnover, gets 3 points. Pitch out to Johnson. This time the cornerback stays home. Makes a good tackle. No gain. So up 11 here in the fourth. Looks like Nebraska is just going to try to run the ball. Obviously, we want more points, but more importantly, we want that clock to continue to run. Riola drops back, gets sacked, so it's going to bring up a punt to 4th and 13, and the first punt of the game for Nebraska. Iowa will take over at the 42, and after an Iowa turnover, our Nebraska offense takes the ball over at the opposing 25. Great field position to start this drive. 5 yards from Lindenmeyer up the middle to start the drive. Johnson, big hole up the middle, big run. Gets it into the red zone. 1st and goal from the 9. So 9 yards from another touchdown. Riola keeps the ball himself, runs those 9 yards, picks up the touchdown, and is dancing in the back of the end zone. It's going to get 31-13 Nebraska with 7 minutes left here in the fourth. This game is just about in hand for the Cornhuskers, and Cornhusker man is very happy. He's pumped up. Because Nebraska looks like it's going to go to 12-0, have an undefeated regular season. The goal, the objective is clear here. Just run the ball. Run that clock out. It's a first down for Quentin Ives and Nebraska. So 1st and 10 from the 23. Give to Johnson. To the right side. Picks up a yard. Gives him 20 rushes, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns on the game. Fake to Johnson. Riola rolls out. Zips it to his receiver. Good catch. First down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 10. Not quite 1st and goal. Can somehow still pick up a first down right at the goal line. We're just going to try to punch it in instead. Incomplete pass out to the right. Silly call. Stops the clock with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game. So 3rd and 7. Fullback pitch out to the right, and our backup fullback in for an injured Luke Lindenmeyer fumbles the ball, but our Nebraska defense holds strong, gets their own turnover, and so our offense takes over at the 7. No gain on the first run, so it'll be 2nd and goal with 2 minutes 40 seconds left. Riola rolls out right after the play action. He tries to get in the end zone, can't quite make it, tackled at the 1. Let's bring up 3rd and goal from the 1, just before the 2-minute timeout. QB power to the left side. No gain, again stopped at the 1 with the 2-minute timeout. At the other side of the 2-minute timeout, it's 4th and goal from the 1. And we had a receiver wide open. No one's on him. Just couldn't complete the pass. Again, our defense holds the Iowa offense to not much at all. So we were just conducting some mop-up duty here. Trying to run the clock out. Emmett Johnson just, why are we running out of bounds? Why are we stopping the clock? Go Big Red. The Go Big Red chant breaks out from the crowd as Emmett Johnson takes the ball for the final play of the game, gets 2 yards, and that is going to do it for the Heroes game. Nebraska 31, Iowa 13. That's 31 wins in the series for Nebraska. Emmett Johnson had another big game, 120 yards on 25 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Hopefully that keeps him in contention for the Heisman Trophy. Good win. Good way to close out the 2025 regular season for Nebraska. They'll end it at 12-0 as the players run over the crowd and the band sing the alma mater. If you like this, if you want to see how Nebraska does in the conference championship game, how we do in the college football playoff, join us for the next episode, and we'll see you then.